Yo, what's going on? It's your man Gorilla number one, and you know what we gotta do. We gotta pound that chest. And I ain't gonna pound it too hard this morning because hey, it's early in the morning and I just had to get this off of my chest real quick. Get my fur right, flick these fleas that I'm hearing right now. Listen, it's been a hellified weekend for this battle going back and forth between Drake. And let me know, number one, if you'd like to comment, because of course we've been hip hop since 73. You know what I'm saying? Silverbacks in the house, G1 stand up. Listen, what I'm trying to say right now is that there has been a lot of back and forth going on who won, who lost, who won, who lost. Let me tell you something. The reason why I say that, number one, Drake lost. And, if you don't want to listen to this, it's okay to bow out now without leaving a like. I respect that. But at the same time, if you're real in your heart of hearts, okay, understand taking objectiveness out of it and understand how the whole battle process goes. It does not have to be factual everything. It's really about who says the best bars, who says the best lines, who drops the most gut-wrenching lyrics that make you turn your mind backwards and say, damn, is that real or not? Because here's the thing, okay? Rap has always been the most flamboyant style of music out there, okay? No question about that. But the reason why I say it doesn't really matter whether things are true or not, even though it can be debated, Drake just tried to spin things around and say, I'm not that guy. You wouldn't expect anybody to come out and say, yeah, he's right about that. Of course not. Who would? Puffy didn't. All right, so let's rule fact and fiction out of this. Who dropped the most salacious lyricism? Who dropped the most gut-wrenching lyrics? Who dropped the most pervasive rhyme styles? Who gave you more frequented styles? Who gave you better beats? Who gave you something to bop to? Who gave you something that made you think? Who made the crowd keep talking about things afterwards? Who shifted the culture? Let's talk about that. Who shifted the culture during this battle? That's what won Ether over Takeover and Super Ugly. That's what won LL over all of his opponents. That's what won Cool Mo D over Busy B back in the day. That's what won The Bridge Is Over. It wasn't true that, some of these things happened and some of the things that they said was true. But what happened was the way it was delivered, the way it was dropped, the way it got the crowd moving, the way it shifted culture is what changed the narrative, and that's what won the battle. So when I tell you that even though Kendrick waited, number one, you didn't, the first album, the first song was not topped, period. Okay, you come out with you and J. Cole, then the next thing you know, Kendrick drops his, like that with Future and Metro Boomin, and from there, you're talking about a number one song. Okay, if you want to talk about chart toppers and what's playing in the club. So off the rip, he got one in the club. And a diss battle at that, a diss song. Then you get the response, which was a 7-minute drill. That didn't go anywhere, it got removed. Okay, so let's call that what it is. It doesn't even count, right? Because it got removed. He apologized and backed out of it. He apologized and backed out of it. And if you want to know the background, it's because I have a video coming out called I Apologize to J. Cole, and we'll talk about that more. Matter of fact, check the channel out, you'll see it. Now, back to what I'm saying. As far as the next song, that's when Drake comes out with Push-Ups, Drop and Give Me 50. Well, okay, let's count that as a club song, all right? And it did get play. But it was already said by Ebro, it was already said by Joe Budden, it was already said by countless other people that they were playing like that in the club more than they were playing what? Drop and Give Me 50, okay? Then he drops Tailor Made back to back on that one, okay? So we give him credit for Tailor Made, but because he used AI, everybody wants to put an asterisk up on there. Let's leave AI in there. Let's say that counted, and let's say that was good. But he had to pull that down. Why? Because he didn't get clearance to use it. Number one, Pac didn't sound anything like Pac. It just sounded like a likeness of Pac. Snoop, of course, didn't really sound anything like, well, let's say it just sounded similar to Snoop, but it didn't sound like his rap style because it sounded like Drake rapping in Snoop's voice. All right, then let's say, go ahead and Drake dropped his. Cool, let's give him 2 on that one, all right? Then you turn around and Kendrick drops Euphoria. Euphoria slaps. It charts on Spotify's #1 stream, the most streamed song. So that's a record broken. So now Kendrick has a #1, and Kendrick has the top streaming song of 2024. Whoa, is that amazing or not? 2 records broken. Okay, let's go. Now after that, Kendrick drops again and drops 616 in LA. A little bit more insightful, not a chart topper, not a lyrical banger, but it still gives you a whole lot of insight as to where he's going with everything. And so it's a great jab, you know what I'm saying? Not the left hook, it's a great jab, okay? So we're gonna count that. Now, then Drake comes back with what? Family Matters. Oh wow. Great, Family Matters. But then something amazing happens. During Drake giving you a great rendition of drill music, as well as kind of typical sing-song style Drake with a little rap and a little chant here and there, a little bop. You know, then he gives you a third verse, which was pretty cool too. You know what I mean? So giving credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Is it a backbreaker? It possibly could be if it was allowed to sit around for a little bit longer than it did, but it didn't. Why? Because Kendrick Lamar would 20 minutes later drop what? He would drop the fucking banger. He would drop the craziest song. He would drop Meet the Grams, which was this insightful, direct, indirect style of conversation that Kendrick Lamar is known for, to speak with each individual member of the family, known and unknown. Then a final wrap up to where he talks to Drake himself. Come the fuck on. As crazy as that is, he's dropping and spilling high level amounts of tea as to where the only thing Kendrick Lamar has been spoken on in regards to his salacious tea is the fact that he's had this issue with his wife and his kids and their separation. Okay, let's talk about married life. I'm damn sure not happy with my situation, but at the same time, as a married man, you fight it out as best you can. Okay, and that sounds like exactly what Kendrick Lamar is doing, because guess what? He came back and defended his family and let Drake know, hey, this wouldn't have gotten so serious had you not been trying to jump on my family. We could have kept this PG. But then let's go ahead and take it. Kendrick Lamar drops again. He drops again. 20 minutes after that, Meet the Grams. You know what I'm saying? This dude comes back again with Not Like Us. And my God, the one thing that Drake is known for is calling on people in his circumference that he knows in an area where he's being challenged at, and uses them as stepping stones to say, hey, I've got credibility in your area. And guess what that did? Backfired. Why? Because one of the people he calls out, YG, is associated with who? DJ Mustard, inexplicably. His greatest hits come from DJ Mustard. So Kendrick, being an LA guy, Mustard being an LA guy, goes and gets DJ Mustard to do a beat for him and drops a. Here's the greatest thing. He didn't drop a LA song. Because if you know about LA is 9 hours away from the Bay. He drops a Bay style song. Oh my God, I'm getting chills just thinking about it on the back of my neck. But the point is, not only does he drop a bass slapper, he educates you in this bass slapper with 4 verses and a 4-minute song. And that song is literally being played in the club that same night in Florida, California, and other clubs around the nation. I guess I'm pretty much willing to say Not Like Us is going to chart. Okay, it may make #1. We'll see. But the point is, what does Drake have to stand on at this point? He's been chopped at the knees every time he's come out. Then let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He drops the last song, and Kendrick has not responded yet. I'm gonna try and make this under 10 minutes. I'm about to wrap this up. He drops the Heart 6. And the Heart 6 is basically him saying, I finessed you in the whole process, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like somebody saying, no, I didn't. You did. You didn't do it. I did. And then he turns around and says, I'm going on vacation. I'm through with this. What? You're going to take your ball and leave the basketball court? The fuck out of here. I'm so sick and tired. If you are a Drake fan, I applaud you for staying strong in the face of adversity, but your king has fallen. He's fallen by the wayside. He can't respond. What he's going to give us more of the same? Where he drops more of the same to Kendrick? Your wife and your family, blah, 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 sleeping with the same stuff. Anyways, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Yo, I'm Gorilla #1. Follow the channel, like, follow, subscribe, and check out Why I apologize to J. Cole. Gorilla.